Another question.
All right.
This is a very controversial question. Our governor made a statement about cannabis that I found surprising. And what he said was that it was not a helpful drug to counteract our state's heroin problem. Can you address
Here's
that?
some colorful stuff. Bullshit. Where does he come up with this research that solidifies his quote findings? There's so many medical research, reputable
Right.
colleges and universities, doctors themselves. He's smarter all of a sudden than a doctor or someone that holds a PhD in neuroscience or Ohio State University that probably has lots and lots of research on this. And let's just look at the statistics on other states that have a legalized marijuana program, either recreational or medical.
Yes.
They're showing a significant drop in the opioid addiction, ODs, and just pharmaceutical sales.
This is proven statistical?
Proven statistical. You can look it up. I think it's been in Forbes, it's been in Time Magazine. Medical journals have posted things on this. And they're doing controls off of Colorado, California, places like that.
Where it's been for years.
And, yeah, where it's been for years now. And they're showing a significant drop in the opioid problem in those states.
Okay.
And I think the last number I seen was something like 27%.
Wow, that's
decrease.
A big number.
That's a huge number, especially now with Ohio, with the epidemic we have with heroin.
That's right.
And the pill mill. Not too long ago on the news, they just caught somebody that were going to another state and bringing back, I think it was Oxycontin. And, that's just, it's crazy. It's just crazy. Crazy.
It is crazy. I read something recently. Someone was pulled over driving down the road with 6 pounds of fentanyl.
I've seen that same one.
That's enough to kill the whole state. My goodness
I
gracious.
think that if I'm...
Why are you not going after that, right?
And, well, let's go with, what was that? I can't remember the name of the company, but they just produced a synthetic THC pill that has been FDA approved.
With Marinol, is this the one you're
No, this is another company. I believe they're out of Arizona. I don't have the name of the company, so I don't want to just make something up and bash the wrong person. But they used to make a fentanyl spray that was for the nasal.
Okay.
And now all of a sudden they were a big producer of fentanyl and opiates. Oh, now we have a new treatment and it's a synthetic THC. That's mind-boggling. Why would I want a synthetic product in my body when God has already put that here on the earth for man, that I can have the real deal and not a synthetic man-made product?
Right. Well, I understand that there is absolute value in the total whole plant, but there's also value in the pharmaceutical micro, we'll call it microdosing, but the analytical process of microscopically identifying certain receptors within the body that can...
The endocannabinoidal system?
The endocannabinoidal system that can receive concentrated doses in specific areas of the body for cures. And I think that there's a great deal of pharmaceutical value in that area. But we're talking about something very different here, aren't we?
Yes.
We're talking about the medical cannabis consumption as it's been consumed by mankind for thousands of years. And
or
the
longer.
value that brings
or longer
to us as patients, right?
Yes. I mean, there's been research that the Chinese, way back in the day, were using cannabis to treat symptoms of, they didn't call it epilepsy back then. They might have said, oh, they're having fits or whatever, and let's treat them with some cannabis oil. And we have
it worked.
And it worked. And we still see these results today
right.
with children with epilepsy and
Tourette's.
And look at the strategy Israel with this with Alzheimer patients.
Unbelievable.
Early stages of Alzheimer, they're able to reverse some of that damage so they can live a longer, fuller, happier life. Yeah. And now I think the last research I looked at it, the Israelis are starting to put it with long-term patients that have Alzheimer's. So they're wanting to see if they can start getting some of those memories back, because something in the endocannabinoidal system in the human body, it's a plaque buildup. And when you introduce cannabis back into the body, it's removing the plaque that's causing the Alzheimer's. It's way too scientific for me. I'm just a farm guy, so I'll leave that one up to the professionals to talk about, because I just find that amazing. Especially if you have like a mom or a dad that's starting to get that.
Right.
And if you can reverse that back, man, I don't want to lose like my mom because she forgets about me, or my grandmother, who I love dearly, forget about me because she's got Alzheimer's. I'd love to say, hey grandma, if you try this, maybe this will help.
Yes.
Or just for her arthritic pain, or arthritic pains, or glaucoma, or my back hurts, or and it's like the PTSD guys, man. You got 40 different pills, and one pill's for this, and this pill's to counteract the side effects of this pill, and blah blah blah. It's just crazy.
It is crazy.
So I mean, it's another one we could go on for days about.
I have another question for you.
All right.
This one again, since our governor's taken this position, do you know of any politicians in the state of Ohio that are understanding that cannabis can impact our heroin problem?
I have not heard of anyone speaking out to voice their opinion for a positive end on cannabis right now.
Okay.
The only one I've heard rumors about.
We're calling out.
I mean, there's rumors about a couple of guys, but I don't want to put them on the spot right now.
Nope.
But, if he is, hey, great. I could see him being the next governor, because with comments like this out of the governor we have now,
right,
that's kind of wishy-washy. I mean, yes, let's pass this bill and get this program going, but I don't see any medical effects.
Right.
It's like, what?
Right.
That was a complete circle you just did.
Absolutely. Well, it is proven fact that cannabis does positively impact a heroin epidemic, and we have an epidemic in our state.
A bad epidemic in our state. I don't think, do you know anybody that's impacted by it?
Yeah,
personally?
I do.
So, I think anyone you talk to right now, either a nephew, a niece, a grandchild, a brother,
son,
a neighbor,
right?
I'm sure every person that might be hearing this thing right now knows someone that has a problem with some kind of opioid addiction, either heroin or their pills.
Well, friends, I want to be respectful of Paul's time here today and let you know that we've enjoyed spending some time with you today. Paul, I want to thank you very much.
Fred, it was an honor
for being here today. And as you can see, the 420 Ag Report is going to be a show worth watching and probably get juicy, I would guess. So.
Let's not get too crazy. Thanks, everybody.
Peace.